What's up, guys? It's Thrasher here, and we've got our very first MOAB gameplay here on United Alliance, thanks to my wonderful buddy and leader of UA, Jakk, or just Jack. First off, I want to say something. Do you hear that? That nice, crisp sound? That is the wonderful sound of my brand new blue snowball. So, no more crackling and popping in the mics anymore, guys. So, thankfully there's no more of that. Right now, it's going to be, from now on, it's going to be crystal clear sound, at least from my uploads. When anybody else gets DVR or anybody else records through their mics, it might not be so well. But through mine will at least be the blue snowball, which will be nice and crisp and clear and better quality, basically. So, just want to let you guys know that. I'm pretty happy about it. I got it yesterday. It was $87. Yeah. Like $87. Yeah. It was big thing to shell out. I've really come to realize that doing the whole YouTube thing takes a lot of money to get it started. If you want to go anywhere with it, it really does take a lot of money to get started. I mean, first I started out getting the DVR PVR thing, so that was the Hog HD PVR, which was $200. Then I had to get another cable to plug in from my PS3 to the PVR itself, which was, I want to say it was somewhere between 20 and 30 bucks. And then now I've got this, the mic, which was 87 bucks, like I just said. Video editing software, well, that's in the hundreds to thousands, although I might not have paid for all of it. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that and go questionable with the word of might, so that I'm not incriminating myself. I plead the fifth. So, there's that with the mic, but yeah, it really does cost a lot of money to do the whole YouTube thing. I'm really surprised that people were able to start this off. Like, I don't know quite how people started it up when doing the whole montages and commentaries was new for the COD community. I mean, it must have been pretty interesting. I've only gotten into it in the past few years, or not few years really just the past year, maybe year and a half, for the whole COD commentary. Point out, that was a very lucky moment on Jack's part there, going for the MOAB. He got that knife lunge, which was pretty good. Overall, just talk about the gameplay for a second. Overall, it's pretty good gameplay. Yes, he's really campy. He's staying in this one spot in C-Town with the Scar L silence, but it's still pretty good. I mean, it shows off some good shooting and really just some good techniques for getting a MOAB playing on your own with a team. I mean, he wasn't in a party with this. He was on his own, so it shows some pretty good playing on his part. A lot of people can get MOABs with their buddies all playing and helping them, but it's a different thing to get a MOAB on your own when you're in a public match full of randoms. But back to talking about the YouTube thing. It surprises me how they were able to get this started with most likely just substandard quality, or what many people would consider substandard quality now. I mean, just starting, I haven't gone back and looked at videos, but most likely, I guess, people just started off with a camera, just recording, their TV with a camera, and then they got on to capturing with video cards and things like Roxios, Dazzles, PVRs, things like that. And honestly, it's surprising to see how much the community has grown just in the past year and a half. There's so many new names coming up, and different clans, and just also single people. I mean, I know of T. Martin, Hutch, there's some of the guys from FaZe, there's former FaZe, Agony, a lot of the Optic guys, basically any of the big clans, and a lot of single people. And also, it's a big ground for editors and graphics artists to come up with. I know of one guy that's especially helped me with my editing. Baker, I don't know his last name, but Baker's Tuts, whatever. He was the MOAB. He's on YouTube here, and he's got a really good channel. I'll put a link in the doobly-doo down below, but he's got a very good channel with a lot of tutorials, and not only by him, but he's also got community tutorials for After Effects, and I think probably some for Photoshop, but they're pretty much all After Effects. So it's really good for people, especially new people like myself, trying to come up in the graphics area on YouTube and trying to just learn how to do more with the video editing software that Adobe provides us with After Effects. So artists like that, artists, and YouTube has become such a great place for people to get known these days, in general, not just in the COD community and the video game community, but just in general. I mean, you see so many people that are becoming YouTube famous just because they post a silly or humorous video, and there's people that post, that do vlogs and things like that. A lot of the YouTubers are getting into doing vlogs. I guess in a way you could say commentaries are kind of vlogs. They're not always about the person, but a lot of times they're about the person that's talking about them. But there's a lot of people that are doing news shows, I guess you could say. They're not so much, I guess they're kind of a comedy news show, but nonetheless, it's still like a informative news show. One of those is Philip DeFranco. He's a great guy. I used to follow him a lot, but I dropped out of that after a while. So, news anchoring like that. Video games again. Artistry with, not just with doing video game editing and graphics like that, but also just speed arts with painting and other actual art, I guess you could say. There's stupid dog videos, stupid animal videos, nothing against dogs or animals in general. I love dogs and animals. I love my dog, but stupid videos like that of the such. Just all sorts of things. I'm sorry, I can't think of all these off the top of my head, but just all sorts of different ways of people coming up on YouTube. And it's a great thing. I mean, I'm not complaining in the least sense. That's what I'm trying to do. And the other members of UA here, that's all we're trying to do is come up on the YouTube community. I mean, in a way, we do want to get famous, YouTube famous. If you could, actually, that term should almost be coined by now, YouTube famous. But that's what a lot of people are doing on YouTube. And in a way, yes, I've been doing the YouTube stuff so I could get famous. I mean, I don't want to be famous type thing, but it'd be nice to be able to make a side career or just a hobby out of YouTube. The only issue is that it takes a lot of work to do. It takes a lot of effort and time, especially with doing editing and things like that. I mean, one thing that a lot of people don't realize is that putting in, gameplays like this takes a lot more than you would think. Like I was talking earlier, there's the startup costs of just your, your recording device, your microphone, you've got your computer, whatever software you gotta go on there. Before you know it, you're out like $400-500 just for the basic software and hardware, minus the computer. And so it's really hard, I guess you could say, to get famous in the YouTube community. But I like it. I like putting the effort into it, and I like trying to get to that point. But The video is at an end here, guys. Jakk goes 44-2 with a MOAB, like halfway through. It was like 5.5 minutes. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed the commentary that I gave it. Please leave a like and comment down below. Favorite the video. Subscribe, guys. It always helps. You know, you help us. We help you with whatever we can. Thank you, guys. I love you. Love your faces. Love your sisters. Love your mamas. Peace.